Sytho is known for a lot of things, like his rather interesting personality. But most notably, his ability within the game itself. Not only has he recently been utilizing his exceptionally well-rounded speed skills to break through the top 50 and make it to his current peak rank of number 22 as of the 15th of August 2023, he is also recognized as one of the few high-ranked mappers in the game, comparable to Jackad's. Sytho's Osu journey is filled with hardships, challenges, and an impressive grind to the top of the game, while still maintaining relevance outside of it. This is the story of Sytho. Sytho first discovered the game through his older brother when he was watching a box stream where he was playing Osu while waiting for a league queue. His older brother got the game and Sytho soon followed. This crucial moment was the beginning introduction for Sytho, as he had a newfound interest for the game. He registered his Osu account on the 23rd of March 2014 when he was 9 years old. At the time, he really wanted to prove that he was better than his older brother, until his brother eventually quit. After seeing his brother quit the game, it indirectly influenced him to do the same. So at the start of his journey, from March 2014 to April 2015, he, quote, lost interest, but found his way back to the game. The return to the game sparked further motivation after his mom bought him the Huion 420 tablet. This was the first part of his struggles, as not only was the tablet quality subpar to say the least, but it actually broke, which made him lose all motivation and led him to take another break from November 2015 to May 2016, where his return to the game was awaited by a new tablet given to him by none other than his mom. Things were going well, until one fateful day when Sytho had found a free Osu hack that allowed him to play auto while still being able to gain ranks. He had the genius idea to make a new account and speed rank to rank 1, so he casually set a 4000 PP play on time freeze 4 mod and got auto banned. Since that plan didn't work, he made a new account and did the opposite, trying to slowly work his way up the ranks to pass the anti-cheat. This was a flawless plan that would surely work, until he set a 40 PP play and got banned. At this point, Sytho had had enough, so finally his plan was to play only loved maps in order to avoid being banned. This didn't really go to plan, as he would snipe Cookiesy on Delta Max and play Promethean Kings while having a lot of spectators. After a while of playing on this account, he got a 500-hour silence for multi-accounting, shortly followed by a ban. He logged into his main account thinking it would have not been banned, but he would soon find out the truth. However, even after cheating and multi-accounting on Bancho, he went to the Ripple servers to go and DTFC Freedom Dive because he thought you couldn't get banned on Ripple. He ended up getting banned and realized cheating was only going to get him into deeper trouble. Sytho got unbanned from Ripple a month later and played on it until December 8th, 2017, when he was unbanned from Bancho servers. During this time, he would be playing on Ripple, and he would get his first 5-star FC on Clifford's theme song, and his first 200 PP play on Yalta, Hidden Double Time, on the 3rd of May 2017. And Sytho's love for the game would only continue after his unban on Bancho, but there was one thing stopping him, that thing being his setup. We talked about his first tablet breaking, but this time the second tablet had also broke, as the nib broke and consequently changed his playstyle from dragging to hovering. But yet again, he got another tablet for his birthday in 2017. That tablet was the CT490, and even though he said it was a huge upgrade, it was still one of the more worst tablets. Let's look at Sytho's main skill set. Now you may be thinking, isn't Sytho's whole shtick being the guy who is known for his speed and bringing more popularity to the routing keyboard? And this monstrosity?
What? Let's fucking go, holy shit. Oh yeah, no style support for this guy, holy shit.
But actually, he used to be terrible at speed. He can recall not being able to even stream 130 BPM in 2015 and struggling with 180 BPM bursts back in 2016. So to improve his speed, in 2017 he decided to spam stream practice maps, just to have the slightest chance of improving on streaming, because he was absolutely appalling at them. He went from struggling on 190 BPM to bursting 250 that year. In 2018, his speed progressed to 280 BPM. He still has no idea how he went from 280 to where he is now, but he can say that the skill eventually progressed over time as he played the game. Sytho was a no-mod aim farmer until the end of 2018, where he found out about Harumachi Clover. In 2020, he would mainly play AR11 farm maps that would give him a lot of 600 PP plays. With the speed he built from the past year, but never used, he ended up getting his first 8-star FC on DMC on the 27th of June 2020. But a year later, the 2021 rework hit, destroying his rank. He went from rank 222 to 333. Speed was something he has always had, after going through his training arc of course. So he just started playing speed farm maps, and he improved fast at farming them. So basically his main skill set at first used to be primarily aim farm maps up until 2021. He improved that aim by just playing farm maps until he got to playing 8-star maps. His first 700 PP play on Horrible Kids shows for his AR11 skills. Sythos' advice for getting better at speed is just to play a lot of finger control and stamina maps that are demanding as well as outside of your comfort zone. Another point he mentions is that if you want to improve, despite what other top players say, he says that you need to throw away that rackety ass membrane keyboard and buy yourself a Woot. Never mind. But you can still get a mechanical keyboard and a decent tablet for a relatively cheap price. Let's have a quick look at Sythos' setup. He currently uses the Wacom CTL 472 with a tablet area of 63mm with a forced aspect ratio. He also uses the aforementioned Wooting keyboard, but full size, so the Wooting 2HE, instead of the more popularized 60% version of that keyboard.
Before we look at Sythos' more popular and up-to-date plays, let's look at the one map that led Sytho into playing at a faster speed, and that map is Plasma Gun. Before Sytho had become a jump/aim farmer, he had discovered Plasma Gun. One of his first scores was a 700 PP FC on the extra diff on the 26th of June 2021. By far, one of the easiest farm maps for speed players that have a decent amount of aim and speed control. After that, he thought, why not use double time and hard rock, as Sytho found the map rather easy. So on the 20th of August, 1 month later, he would get a full combo and an 800 PP play with 96.90 accuracy. However, Sytho was not satisfied, as he would look at the more popularized extreme diff that most speed players have farmed. Notable examples being Eterna, ryuk, and Arnold. And 4 days later, on the 24th of August, 2021, Sytho would set a 900 PP play with 96% accuracy on the extreme difficulty with double time. A year would go by, and on the 9th of June 2022 he would get an accuracy fix with 98.63% and a 941 PP play.
6 maps: Lionheart, The Words I Never Said, Glory Days, Rogan Limitation, 10 Things I Hate About I Know Sakima, and Reign of Fear. Let's start with Lionheart. Lionheart is a stream/burst farm map that is 270 BPM with DT applied on the map. Even though Sytho was rather comfortable with the BPM and patterns, it took him over 1,000 attempts before getting a 964 PP play and his top play at the time on the 5th of June 2022. The Words I Never Said is a technical map that mainly consists of streams. Again, it is only 258 BPM with DT applied, but what makes the map hard is the stamina required to hold throughout the length of the map, as well as the obviously hard diff spike that is basically a stream with a spaced out section towards the closing section. This means that when Sytho was holding a combo, the nerves really got to him, as obvious by multiple chokes from Sytho before eventually FCing the map 3 times. The first time was on the 2nd of August 2022.
Let's fucking go! 9 months! 9 months! Oh, it's not 900!
The second time was on the 20th of March 2023. And finally, his last accuracy improvement to date, on March 21st, 2023. This play is currently worth 974 PP. Glory Days. Glory Days is a similar farm map to Lionheart in terms of being another burst and stream intensive map with a close BPM of 267 with DT applied. He would get his first FC on the map with 973 PP on the 15th of March 2023 and his second FC on the same map with just an accuracy fix 2 days later with 997 PP, meaning he was 3 PP away from setting a 1k. He also has another 1k PP choke on the map. Again, all of this taking 2,687 plays to achieve a score that he was proud of on this map. This just shows his dedication behind setting a goal or a score. Rogan Limitation. Rogan Limitation, on the other hand, is a shorter map with DT applied, around the 1 minute 30 second mark. The biggest problem is the 330 BPM speed that the map poses. The history of this map is a story for another day, but Sythos' score on the map alone is absolutely insane, as he would get his first FC on the map with 1083 PP
On the 27th of December 2022.
where he freaks out and he thinks he skipped 1k because he looked at an outdated PP counter.
That's 1.1k.
His second score was an accuracy fix with 1140 PP.
On the 25th of April 2023.
USA PP record. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I don't want to break your spirit, but I'm pretty sure that's 1 PP lower than PP.
Are you fucking kidding?
Finally, one of his most popular renditions of the score,
His latest score on the 28th of June 2023.
with 1246 PP, which is the current USA PP record.
Chat, I love you. Thanks for being patient. Holy shit, yo.
For the penultimate score, he would set his second 1.1k PP play on 10 Things I Hate About I Know Sakima on the 15th of August 2023. This score is really insane, as it was a 1 miss score on a 10.43 star map, meaning he choked a 10 star FC medal, the rarest medal in the game, and another 1.2k PP play. This map is rather short, with a couple streams and jumps, and you know what they say, stream and speed players can't hit jumps. And history repeats itself here. Sytho literally missed on the jumps.
Bruh.
No fucking way.
Lastly, his PP record choke on Reign of Fear, a score he got on the 24th of August 2023. This score was really insane. Not only was it a PP record choke, but the fact he was able to endure playing the patterns, as well as it being a 1400 PP FFC with the 95% accuracy he had, just imagine the nerves that he would be feeling. This 8 miss score shows the true potential of Sytho and the fact that he is a capable player. As for Sytho and his mapping in Osu, he mainly maps for himself, as he likes to map songs that he likes. But at the moment, Sytho has been pretty burnt out on mapping and questions why he still continues. Despite this factor, he still wants to rank more sets on other maps in the future, but he calls this process, quote, ridiculous. And after watching a video on how the mapping criteria to get a map ranked and other stories, it must truly be one of the hardest things to do in this game, rank a map, since it takes a ton of time. Some of Sytho's most popular maps are his unranked aim maps that you can see top players playing to improve their aim, or 5 digits like me playing to improve their aim. Those maps include Hot and Cold, Barbie Girl, Lights, and Popular, just to name a few. Let's take a quick glance at Sytho's idols, goals, and the reasoning behind why he has made it this far in the rankings. Firstly, Sytho looked up to Whitecat and Marami the most. Whitecat because of his unreal dominance within the history of Osu, and Marami because of his insane speed abilities, technique, and scores that barely anyone is able to replicate. He has 2 main goals at the moment, one being to get the PP record, and the second one being able to achieve the coveted 1-digit rank. Looking at Sytho's ability to adapt to reworks, and how the game is evolving, it is promising that he will eventually find his way, going through the top 20 and eventually the top 10. The reasoning behind his recent rise up in the rankings is the way he looks at the game. With the positive mindset, Sytho is able to look at a difficult map, practice and learn the patterns, and then FC that map, then repeat the grind. Eventually, this led to his rank just going up and further and further. In conclusion, Sytho's ascent within the Osu community is characterized by his most popular skill set, speed. Rising through the ranks, he has cemented his position within the top 25, with a unique ability to excel in both technical and speed-intensive gameplay. Sytho has demonstrated a lot of promising talent, distinguishing himself as one of the best speed players in the game. His journey shows his unwavering dedication and commitment to improvement. Emerging from challenges and setbacks, Sytho's resilience has enabled him to consistently rise in the rankings, with accomplishments from getting the USA PP record to becoming one of the few high-ranked mappers, further showing his versatility. Sytho's approach to Osu showcases his passion for the game. Drawing motivation from his experiences, he has honed his skills through intensive practice and pushing his limits in Osu. I am excited to see the future of Sytho as one of the best speed players in Osu history.